Hello everyone, it's Charlton, and there's a couple different videos here that show the um, the alleged shooter in Ocala, Florida today at the high school, Forest High. That happened first thing in the morning, I think around right around 8:30 a.m. And this is the same day where there was a national, walkout protesting gun violence because it was the anniversary of Columbine shooting in Colorado in 1999. So this shooting that took place in Ocala, Florida, and one other person was shot. A 17-year-old student was shot in the ankle. And it turns out the shooter was actually not another student. He's a former student. He's 19 years old. His name is Sky Bouche. Even though it says Boucher right there, I'm fairly certain it's Boucher, Boucher. He's still on Facebook for now, and there's nothing on his Facebook page for the most part. And there's a couple different videos here, and I'm gonna show them to you. It's extremely unusual, and I can't quite wrap my mind around all of it, but. And there's some new details about the shooting too. So, but first, Christina Lather, you showed me this video, so thank you so much for giving me the link to it. And there's a CBS because there's several reporters that are just swarming around him as he's being, I think, escorted out of the school into a patrol car in this strange, like, bodysuit that they provided him. I think so. Apparently, he showed up at school first thing in the morning. He lives like an hour away from there. But there was one page. I don't know if I had that up here or not. The one page where it said the one thing we know. I mean, there's not a lot known about him. But this video of him being escorted out of the school with officers into a patrol car, and then this interview at the at the Ocala I don't know, sheriff's office in his cell, speaking with I think a reporter, and I don't know if there's officers that are asking questions. There's multiple people asking him questions, and he's explains freely, what happened, why he did it, how he got the gun. It's really strange. It really is. I just was shocked that they had access to him, the reporters did, and that this was all put on camera so soon, right away. I'm completely confused by it. I really am. I'm going to play it for you. So he showed up first thing in the morning. Like I said, he lives a full hour away from there. He's like 5'2" or 5'4". He's kind of a smaller stature guy, 19 years old. And he showed up with the sawed-off shotgun, and he put it inside of a guitar case. And he went into school just like everybody else, and he just kind of used the guitar case to hide the gun and blended in with all the other students. And he just chose any classroom at random and shot through the door. I think he shot just one time, and that hit the 17-year-old boy in the ankle. He says he heard him scream, but he still wasn't sure that he didn't know who he hit or anything like that. And then he just put the gun down um, because he heard a girl screaming and he felt bad. And it's not what he really, I don't think he wanted to hurt anybody. It's very strange. And he says he comes from a family with mental illness, even though he says himself that he's not mentally ill. He's just been brought up around violence and stuff. So when he hears the girl crying, and he immediately just puts the gun down and kind of like turns himself in. Now, a school resource officer reportedly, responded to this within 3 minutes of the shooting, heard the shot, and he gave himself up like without incident, without any violence, and I allowed himself to be cuffed, to the best of my knowledge. All right, so here are the videos. Let me do this, and here we go.
Sky, are you trying to shoot somebody? What are you trying to do? What happened today, Sky?
Is there anything you want to say at all, Sky? You don't want to say anything?
No, ma'am.
What is your relationship with this other student?
I shot through the door. Why did you shoot through
Why
the door?
did you shoot through the door?
What was your beef with him? I didn't see anyone.
How do you know him?
I didn't see anyone. So you were just shooting in the darkness? You were just firing off shots inside the school?
What made you go to the school to start shooting?
Do you have any regret? What kind of gun did you have? Whose was it? Was it yours?
Anything you want to say to him or his family?
Sorry.
Do you want to say I'm sorry?
Doesn't make it better anyway. Are you trying to make a name for yourself? Watch your back. All right, folks, let's make a hole here. Why today? All right.
All right, and the interview, which is long. It's like almost 9 minutes long. I'll let it play from beginning to end. And let's do it.
Scared because of what you did today?
I don't know if it's going to make it any better. I could say sorry all I want, but it doesn't matter now.
Do you feel sorry? Do you feel remorseful?
Yeah. That's why I put down the gun. I could have kept going. There was no officers there to stop me. I put it down because there was a girl there. She didn't run from me. She just, I shot through the door. I could have shot her, but I don't know. I just couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just shot through the door. She was walking and crying and walking away, and that just made me just throw down the gun instead of pumping it. Instead of shooting more doors, I stopped. And I gave myself to a teacher.
Now that this has ended the way that it did, what do you have to say to the 17-year-old who was
I didn't see him. But
so that was unintentional. What happened there?
It was just through the door. But I heard someone screaming like they were hurt because I never heard that scream before. So, but what I got to say to him is nothing. He's going to think whatever he wants about me.
Are you sorry for hurting him?
Yeah, but he can hate me all he wants. It doesn't matter anymore.
You say that you have a mental health problem. That's something that, do you want help for that? What?
It's not really my mental or disease or anything like that. It's just being around stuff that, a child shouldn't be around. My first memory is violence and conflict. That's my first memory. And no one will believe me. That's one of the reasons people don't take me serious. I tell people one of my first memories of violence and conflict. They don't believe me. But
Sky, how'd you get a gun?
I was watching Vice News, and they showed ways how to get a gun, and they are without a background check. They showed gun shows, which they do require background checks, but then they showed this website called armslist.com, where you get private sales with anyone in your state. It's just a messaging, so it's not like it's not, you're not buying guns online, you're just meeting people to sell you the guns, and that's how I got it.
That's how you got it.
Yes,
Do you feel that you should have had a gun?
No, sir.
No. What do you foresee in your future now after today?
Solitary.
Is there any kind of message that you want to send your side of this?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything to say because it's just a storm. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. You got a tornado that's coming through. You don't know if this wind's going to make a tornado or just like, a breeze. So no one knows. And that's just the way it's going to be.
Were you ever abused at all or anything? Would it be physical or emotional?
I was just around mental illness my whole life, but I wasn't hit or anything. It was probably just neglect a lot.
So you're on mental illness?
I'm not mentally ill. I'm more of a.
I'm just saying, were you around?
Yes, a lot of bipolar, schizophrenic people in my family that are violent and scream pretty much on a daily basis.
And you want to just get away from that?
Yeah, I was going to join the Marine Corps, but I was Baker acted at 14 years old, so that's prevented me from getting into the military and getting away from them.
So did you see this as your only way out of your situation?
Pretty much, yeah.
And walk me through this morning when you got up to when the incident happened.
Well, yeah, I woke up. I took my sawed-off shotgun. I chambered one of the shells in because it only holds 3 rounds, so I put another one in the tube, put it away, and pretty much the only thing I'm feeling this time is just adrenaline rush. It's not anger, it's not hatred. It's just this adrenaline rush that I'm about to just do something, and I spend most of my time in a room alone, so like I'm getting this rush. So that's what I was feeling. So, but till I actually got to the school, the excitement built and it built and it built, and I realized there's no resource officers around. There's no one to stop me like I thought there would be, and I just got into the bathroom. I took my time putting on my gloves, my tactical vest, but as soon as I
went in the bathroom, you said, and
yes,
put on your gear.
Everyone would just got into their classroom. It just started, so and then as soon as I stepped out the bathroom, the excitement just like went to like a dead halt, and it felt like this disgusting feeling came over me, like I didn't know what to do, just confused.
But you did go through and fire the one shot.
I didn't know what to do, and just figured, if people just going to see, oh, this guy's just coming with a toy gun. So I didn't even think the gun would work. That's why I pointed out the door. So I just shot, and at first I just saw a hole because I couldn't hear right away. But then as soon as, I saw.
Are you at least thankful, though, that no one...
Yeah, I'm very thankful that I asked everyone I could that, because I didn't even know I hit someone until the news reporter said, did you know that kid? Or I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
When did you order the gun? When did you get the gun?
I went on arms lists. They did this. The news was showing this after the Valentine's Day massacre in Parkland, and that's how So it was around that time.
Around that time, you ordered it.
Yeah, right before the age went up to 21. That's when I got it.
And when did you actually get the gun? It came in the mail?
No, I went to the guy's house.
Went to the guy's house?
It's a private sale.
So you did a private sale?
Yes, and the gun, it's a 1930 shotgun, so there's no papers on
it. And when did you got it, basically?
I don't remember the exact date, but around...
But like a couple of weeks after... 3 weeks?
Yeah, like a week after.
A week after the Parkland shooting.
Yeah, around there.
So it hasn't been long that you've been planning this.
It's I don't have these like sort of fantasies towards hatreds toward people, and like unless I get really depressed. And I was training martial arts before this. I was training Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I was feeling I wasn't depressed or anything, but I just didn't have any friends. And as soon as I got a knee injury, I'm alone in my house and there's nothing to do. So the depression and that rage came back, and I couldn't express it in violence in a martial arts place, so I expressed it in violence in public, which I shouldn't have done.
No.
Okay. Are you a former student at that school?
Yes, sir.
What happened? You dropped out, or?
I was just contemplating my Baker acting, because I still didn't know if I could join the military or not. Like I haven't gone to the recruiters yet. And then I went to the recruiters and. They told me, like, if you Baker acted or did any drugs, like, we can't take you. And that's when I flipped out and just, dropped out.
When did you dropped out from school?
It was 2016.
2016. And you haven't been to any formal schooling since?
No, sir.
Unless you have anything else you want to say.
No.
Or anything to your family?
No.
Do you have any brothers, any sisters?
I've got nothing to say.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank
you. Okay. You know, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It just leaves you speechless, you know. Never seen much anything like it before. And so, you know, I just wanted to show that what do we know about Sky Bouche, or Boucher. I guess it is Sky Bouche, but he has Sky Bouche on his own Facebook page there. I think it's with an R. I don't know. But it just says not much about him other than arrest affidavit lists his home address in Crystal River, Florida, which is more than an hour's drive from Forest High School in Marion County. States he's 5'4" with brown hair and brown eyes, weighs 140 pounds. Boucher is a U.S. citizen. He says he was Baker acted, you know, at some point in his life. That's the law that allows, you know, the authorities to basically involuntarily submit you to a mental health center or facility for an evaluation. I believe with a minor, which he would have been, I think, if he would have when he was Baker acted. They can only hold you for 12 hours. That's what they did to Nicholas Cruz's brother. I forget his brother's name. Jeremy? I can't remember. But they did that to him, his brother, after, you know, after the shooting, and he was held for 12 hours because he was a minor. And you know, there was an instance where one of the officers, actually the resource officer, the one who I forget his name too, the one who didn't go in. You know, he had requested that Nicholas Cruz be Baker acted, and actually in the article it was saying that had he done that and had he been Baker acted, it would have been a lot harder for him to buy a firearm if that was on his record. So, but apparently this kid, or this guy, he's not a kid, he's 19 years old, Sky Boucher was able to buy a firearm, and I don't know if that was legal or what. I don't understand the laws. I don't want to share that website because of the policy changes on YouTube, and with regards to certain, you know, I know that they're no longer allowing people to show accessories and sales of firearms and stuff, and how to make them. So I don't even want to get anywhere near it. Um, but the way he was describing it, that private sale of meeting somebody, whether that's legal or not, and but as I was saying, he being Baker acted apparently didn't prevent him from being able to buy a firearm, you know, and um, and I'm just stating that I'm basically pro Second Amendment. I am, and even though I don't own a gun myself, I'm not really a gun enthusiast. I certainly support the right to you know, bear arms, and I line up generally with you know, pro that. So all right, well that's the story there. Thanks again, Christina Lather, for showing it to me. It's so unusual, man. The 17-year-old boy who was shot in the ankle went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. So hopefully he's just fine, and there was nothing, no kind of permanent damage, which is what it sounds like. So strange, you know, that the reporters would have access to him so quickly and so openly. It's just totally has me head scratcher, big time. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.